What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails into Reverie. Last time we were continuing on with our daydreams, and we had one that had to deal with how Lecter is kind of feeling after everything has kind of ended with the Great Twilight. He felt kind of lost in life, didn't feel like he really belonged anywhere or had any real purpose in life anymore. He was just kind of going along. But Lucy and Chloe were able to remind him that he does have people that care about him and love him. And, unbeknownst to him, they ended up dragging him back to Libero for a reunion after the fact. So, like, shortly after the Princess Oliver's wedding, and I guess before the situation in Crossbell, Lecter gets dragged to Libero for a forced reunion. So, pretty wild. Alright, so now we're going to do whatever this one's going to be like, ultimate wilderness cooking. So let's see what our boy, Freddy, right? I don't even know if we'll even have it here, but... yeah, I don't know if we'd even have it here, because obviously we haven't met him yet in this game. I think it's Freddy. Let's see what Freddy's up to. I can't imagine the entire story is only about Freddy, though, because it was mid-February in the year 1207 of the Septine calendar, 2 weeks before the wedding ceremony of Prince Oliver. Nicholas, former Thor student and employee of the Zemurian Railroad Corporation, received a message from Valflame Palace. The palace, it turned out, wanted his help planning the wedding reception's buffet, as the prince was also a Thor alumnus. In response, Nicholas decided to gather menu ideas from fellow alumni, younger students, and even students from the branch campus. One of those students who answered the call was a young student from the branch campus who was far more passionate about cooking the most. Oh boy. Well, now we know what this story has to do with. Freddy ends up helping out with the meal. I need a dish fit for a royal wedding that can also be served at a buffet. And only ones the judges approve of will get a chance, huh? I can't stop thinking about what Santa and Tita said. Don't get me wrong, we're not saying your cooking style is bad or anything, but lots of different people will be in attendance, so I think you should avoid anything that'll taste too bitter. And presentation is important. Most people aren't going to be too into eating bugs and lizards. Huh, really? I need to aim for something that'll be a hit with the average person. I never realized my cooking was an acquired taste. When I look back, it is true that a lot of people tried my dishes with nervous expressions. I just took it more as nervous excitement. Could it be? Was I really mistaken the entire time? If I was, I'll need to talk to everyone who's tried my food and get their honest opinions. Oh boy. Ultimate wilderness cooking. Yeah, a lot of girls are scared of bugs. I don't mind touching them personally. But even I would have to muster up the courage to put one in my mouth. Being afraid of bugs is definitely not just a girl thing. I would run around catching bugs when I was a child, but I never once thought to eat them. Just the thought of food wriggling around is enough for me. Agreed, not even once. I think I've said this a dozen times, but food shouldn't be bitter or smelly. I don't mind pungent foods, I actually like your cooking, Freddy. But I also see why most would avoid it. I'd rather have my food smell normal. So would I, but that's why I see trying pungent foods as a test of will. Okay. I never realized this is what you guys thought of my cooking. Looks like most people's taste buds aren't as cultivated as mine. I'll have to be more conscious of that moving forward. If I want to please the masses, then I need to aim for flavors most everyone likes and not make it so pungent. I think something involving wild game would work, but I don't want something too common like deer or rabbit. That narrows it down to... Why, Freddy, what a lovely surprise. How are you, still drumming up ideas on what to present for the royal wedding? Haha, I sure am. That's actually why I called. I'd love to get your input on something. Oh boy. Freddy asked Marguerite if she had any thoughts on rare game that would also be palatable for the average person. She then enthusiastically suggested Rock Patio. Okay, so right near Raquel. Are we actually going to get to play as Freddy? This will be so cool if we do. So this is West Lagandon Canyon's Rock Patio. If memory serves, Class 7 had to come out this way during one of their special ops. According to Margarita, that legendary game should be around here somewhere. But man, this place is something else. I bet there's all kinds of good stuff crawling inside every nook and cranny here. Enough standing around. Time to get to hunting. Oh my god, we're playing as Freddy. It'd be so hilarious if he had that crap. Pretty wild guy. Oh, you don't actually fight. You're just killing stuff and... Okay. Oh yeah, explains why he doesn't have like a health bar thing. That's why his weapon stays out, I get it. Looks like there's several locations they want you to go though. May as well do it. Freddy found rock tripe. Rock tripe, eh? It's a kind of lichen that grows on rock walls like this. It doesn't have much flavor on its own, but it can still come in handy. I could probably use it to make a sauce to go along with the main dish. This is so wild. We're running around as Freddy. You can save, but you can't, like, open a menu. I'm curious, what happens if you, like, run into one? Nothing. So you can't even be attacked by them. A beehive. Well, all be. A beehive is practically a perfect find. Every part of it can be used for something. The recipe won't call for any bees or larvae this time, but honey is always useful. I do want to get the others, though. When was the last time we were even in Rock Patio? Would have had to have been during Cold Steel 4. Because we haven't come to the Ordis Raquel area at all during this game. I'm trying to remember. It might have been the side quest where Celestin had us, the missing airliner that had Marquis Arms and Muse's grandfather on it. That probably would have been the last time we came to Rock Patio, because that's where, I can't remember his name right now from Ouroboros. Freddy found wild Racomble. Hey, Racomble, this stuff's wild grass similar to green onions. It could make for a condiment. Or at the very least, I could use it as rations. May as well grab some. Gilbert. Yeah, Gilbert was the one kind of, that, you know, kidnapped them and was holding it hostage. So yeah, that probably would have been the last time we were in Rock Patio. Looks like to get this one, we're gonna have to go past this red marker though, so may as well keep going. Huh? Was that it? I knew I said something. I only caught a glimpse of it. But it definitely gave off a different vibe from the other monsters roaming around. That must be the legendary wild game. Guess the hunt is on. A very interesting story we're doing. I can't imagine this one's gonna be super long though. Like, what else is there? It's like, okay, I get what's going on. He's wanting to make something for the prince's wedding, but how is this gonna turn into a 30-minute story? Some kind of black mass on the ground. I thought I was catching a faint whiff of one. It's a black truffle. My senses are on another level today. You can't beat the aroma truffles give you. I can't wait to see how this dish turns out. Could have sworn that monster I saw earlier ran in this direction. Guess I can scatter some bait to lure it out. An apple. That ought to do. Come out wherever you are. What monster could resist an apple filled with honey? It's positively delicious. Or come take a bite of me if you want. Oh God. Would you look at that pointed nose? It looks like a green raccoon. It's blue. Margarita was right on the mirror. Itching for a fight, are you? Fine with me. May the best man win. And the victor goes to the meat. The victor goes the meat. Huh, I should have expected a rare monster to be this fast. I need to finish this quickly. Time for a decisive blow. Any longer and the fatigue is going to affect the meat's quality. Next time it goes for a big attack, that'll be my chance to finish it. I love how they gave him like a makeshift S-craft like thing. And so Freddy obtained the Parsley Panda's meat. Soon the day arrived for him to present his dish to the review panel. If this does end up being super short, then I'll probably, in the same video, we'll go over and do another stage of the, like the red minigame ones. It's time to turn things over to our review panel. I, proud Thor's graduate monk, will be your MC today. Unfortunately, the man behind this whole event, Nicholas, is in a meeting. Also, he wasn't given a Cold Steel 3 and Beyond models, that's why he's not here. In a meeting at Valflame Palace about the multi-course menu and can't be here today. That's gonna always be their excuse as to why someone doesn't show up, is just that they never made a model for the character. Just to remind you all, only dishes that pass our review panel will be served at the Prince's wedding reception banquet. Now, let me introduce you to our esteemed panelists. Oh, Lord. But you're invited to the wedding. Why are you making food for it? Oh, no, these are the people testing the food, right? This ought to be a good time. Let us hope you're satisfied by refined palate. Okay. This is my first time inspecting or judging food, but I'll give it my best. Okay, Rainer and Marquis Ballad. Why must I debase myself by dining upon this amateurish attempt at gastronomy? Grr. Roselia, Machias, his co-worker, Inspector Rainer, Marquis Ballad, huh? Nicholas really got around, I see. And while I have no idea how she made it happen, I'm guessing Muse is responsible for the Marquise's presence today. Who can say? Either way, we should get a wide variety of opinions with these three serving as judges. If I recall correctly, Roselia hates vegetables but loves junk food, right? If that's the case, it's pretty easy to imagine what she'll say. Not to be rude, but I expect the inspector's impressions to be the most standard. My granduncle is quite the Epicurean, so he knows a lot about delicacies. So basically, they gotta please a little kid, some normie, and a rich bastard. Ahem. Wording notwithstanding, yeah. We should get a good balance of opinions like this. I hope everyone participating does their best. With Yuna representing Class 7, we have to cheer her on. Yuna is part... Oh yeah, you see her in the back. Alright everyone, let's put everything we got into this. It's not like we're actually facing each other, but I'm still excited. Right, let's do our best. Hi, Kenneth. Okay, Annabelle, are you ready? Of course. I'm looking forward to seeing what you whip up, Freddy. Bahaha, likewise. And so each participant began cooking in earnest, with those who finished bringing their dishes before the judging panel. Let the review process begin. Our first dish is courtesy of current student Sandy. I wonder if she made that Ouster special. Yep, there it is. Today I'm serving you Lenheim risotto. This is neither an original dish nor a new one. But it's a dish I know Prince Oliver loved when he was a child. It's very special to him. Please give it a try. Oh, this truly warms the heart. Its full-bodied flavor is elegant in its own way, yet somehow it also feels like the sort of rustic home cooking one's mother might make. The secret behind this complex flavor is the luxurious moon truffle, is it not? And yet it's not even the main star of the dish. It simply serves as an accent to the rest of the ingredients. Oh wow. Exactly, I knew you would notice, Marquise Ballade. Of course I would. What do you take me for? Some meat and potatoes backwater bumpkin? That said, I never dreamed a student could prepare something of this quality. It seems I'm in for a fine feast today indeed. All of which to say, this is a quality dish. No complaints from me. Shocking. It hits the palate so gently that I suspect I'll crave this the next time I have a hangover. Wow, that's a big praise, sir. Thank you. I'm quite fond of this rice porridge. No, what did you call it? Risotto? If I were to nitpick, I would say that it's only lightly flavored. Bah, who let this child in here? The degree to which you're incorrect is infuriating. If you can't understand the complexities of this dish, then you have no right to be sitting here. It's not too late for us to call in a new judge. Excuse me? You have a lot of nerve talking about complexities when you look like you'd suck wine out of a crumpled up napkin. How dare you? Do you realize who you're talking to? You think you're so great? Please, I'm the elder of the Hexen clan. Can the two of you please resolve your differences peacefully? What's this? The judges are going for the jugular with each other? Their antics aside, Sandy's dish has received a high score. Bravo. Now let's get things back on track, shall we? Granduncle can be a handful at sometimes. I'm worried about things going forward. It's, quite the spectacle. Monk's really handling his job as the MC like a pro. Well, because he is one. Next is my dish, one bite pasta. I recommend wrapping a single mouthful's worth of pasta around a fork and eating it in one go. It's fun and filling. I see, points for straightforwardness. It's perfect for a buffet style affair. Oh yeah, you don't have to like do too much to get it ready when you're walking around. You just grab it and go. Just looking at it takes me to carb heaven. Tastes just as good as I'd hoped to. Yeah, right, junk food, I forgot. Let me see. Bolognese, basil, carbonara, and peppercino, eh? The idea of a single bite being filled with so many different flavors isn't bad at all. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Isn't bad, he says. I think the girl's earned a bit more praise than that. Dig deep and find some humanity, will you? What is your issue, child? Why must you constantly talk down to me? Well, she's quite a number of 100 years older than you. I understand you're just a commoner brat, but surely whatever mongrels raised you drilled some manners into you. Just to be clear, you geriatric goat, I am over 800 years old. If we're going to talk about manners, it is you who must find a little humility. You've talked nothing but nonsense this entire time. Is anything going to get scored properly at this rate? I mean, I'm having fun. Same. Either way, it looks like Tita's dish got high marks. She'll surely be able to grasp you-know-who's hard at this rate. Enough, Muse. Don't start any more trouble. Leave Agate alone. Ooh. Well, of course they're gonna make a fish. Now then, we're up next. Cooked gold salmon. Huh, the name really does say it all. It looks succulent, to be sure, but what makes it so special? Bah, this is why you're all a bunch of amateurs. This is a rare juvenile gold salmon, is it not? They're said to be fattier, more delicious than most after coming and going on a unique excursion of sorts. Yes, we knew you'd recognize my lord. You truly know your stuff. I mean, Kenneth is royalty as well. Huh, I had no idea it was such a rare fish. Rest assured we put the utmost care into its preparation, sprinkling just a hint of salt before putting it over a carefully controlled flame. I see, with such special ingredient, you'd be remiss to overcook it. Well, I, for one, am ready to taste it. This is tremendously delicious. You truly are well versed in the culinary arts. I misread you. And yet you're still talking down to me. I could give two tugs of a creepy sheep's tail about being recognized by you of all people. They're hot and they're cold, they're yes and they're no. It's quite a logical behavior. Oh, don't you worry about those two. Against all odds, I think they'll get along just fine. Given how rare your key ingredient is, do you think you'll be able to prepare this a second time for the banquet? Aha, fear not. The Imperial Fishing Club also has the full cooperation of the Liberos Fishermen's Guild. There's no fish we can't catch. Those are my fishing buddies for you. A juvenile gold salmon, huh? If they win, I'd love to give that a try at the banquet. Oh, right, her pretzel thing. She was doing that in Cold Steel 3. I'm up next. I present to you the taste of Zemuria Trifecta. Also, they're different pretzels, but what's... Obviously, the middle one seems to have more salt. Pretzels apparently originate in the Empire, but now they're enjoyed all across the continent. Each place has their own special take on them. Oh, so she did what? One is Libero, one is Crossbell, one's Arabonia. So this time I made an Imperial-style pretzel, a Crossbell-style pretzel, and a Libero-style pretzel. The latter is for the bride-to-be, of course. Well conceived, Yuna. I helped her make pretzels I love when they say not long ago, because it really wasn't that long ago. It wasn't even like a year, or it may have been exactly a year. But that was obviously 2 games ago. I wonder what the Libero variety tastes like. They smell good, like damn good. I'm starving now. We absolutely must have her make us some for us later. Very much agreed. I'm all too familiar with the Imperial style. They're somewhat firm. Crossbell pretzels utilize honey and have a uniquely salty, sweet flavor to them. Meanwhile, Libero pretzels are soft and doughy. Munch, they taste great fresh out of the oven. And would it appear as though you've used different types of wheat flour for each pretzel? You can tell? Well, in order to replicate the unique... I love it because Yuna really doesn't like Marquise Ballade very well. In order to replicate the unique flavors of every pretzel variety, I thought it'd be best if I used ingredients from each one originates. I even used different water. Ooh, excellent attention to detail. Pretzels pair deliciously with other kinds of foods as well. This is the perfect dish to serve at a buffet. Score, thank you so much. Who would have thought she'd use different wheat and water for each pretzel? I can't imagine her getting anything less than top marks. My turn, then. My dish is stamina gelato, so ice cream. Red pit viper, soft-shelled turtle extract, garlic, and pepper. my stamina-enhancing ingredients of all types and fix them into a dessert with Armorica's high-quality sweet honey. That's definitely the kind of thing I'd expect from Margarita, that's for sure. What does it taste like? I imagine it's the kind of thing that you can easily overdose on. Not gonna lie, I want to give it a try. Look at that happy face. Look at that, it's the most innocent face we've ever seen Ash have. Just imagine what you'd be able to do after a heaping helping of that, Instructorine. Deep, resigned sigh. He's just used to it at this point. I see Freddy still working back there. It's certainly unique, it's not bad. The spicy flavor of peppers works surprisingly here, I like it. I can feel myself brimming with energy. After this, I must head to Raquel immediately. We're nowhere near Raquel. Just the reaction I expected. If only Milliam could have participated as well. But I'll leave that to Eustace and Reed. I'll have to make plenty for Lord Vincent as well. Even Margarita's desserts are powerful. I bet if you had some, Tita, you'd be a bit more aggressive. Sandy! And so it was time for the final participant to step forward. Huh. So this appears to be wild game. Is this raw meat? What kind of farce is this? Are you trying to feed us roadkill from who knows where and raw at that? I've heard some things can be eaten raw, but this doesn't appear to be fresh. This meat, it's enveloped in faint spiritual powder. What is Freddy thinking? I want to believe there's more than meets the eye to this. Yes, this is Freddy we're talking about, and he has to have a plan. Baha, my apologies. This is the meat of the fabled Parsney Panda. And this dish is only complete with the addition of soup stock. Combined, they are known in the East as shabu shabu. So that's your plan. Not bad, Freddy. Parsney Panda, eh? I've only ever had it once, but I recall it being delicious. And I've heard of shabu shabu before. Naming conventions aside, you basically just put the meat in the pot, right? Correct, but not all at once. You only put in how much you're going to eat in the moment. Using your chopsticks, you take a piece of meat and dip it in boiling water. And once the meat is cooked, you take it out and put this special sauce on it. I see, this seems like fun. So that's why it was raw, because they're gonna cook it here. And so the review panel followed Freddy's instructions and partook in the shabu shabu. This is absurdly delicious. I'm overflowing with power. If I keep eating, I might go back to my original form. You'll do what now? That aside, this is certainly piquant. The meat is thinly sliced but wonderfully firm, and it's just fatty enough. The savory flavors of the broth and sauce help to refine the meat into something else entirely. This is truly magnificent. My gosh, I never thought I'd hear Marquise Ballad say something like that. Shabu shabu, eh? I've had it once with Master. No fair, I want to try. So how long are we gonna have to stand here and watch these jerks pig out? I'm at my limit. Yeah, my stomach's been growling for ages now. Okay, judges, I think you've had enough. Now it's our turn. Hey, you can't just... Come on down, even accounting for the banquet, I have more than enough meat to go around. And I, for one, would love to try the other dishes as well. I say we open the taste testing to everyone. Agreed, we all deserve to have some fun. I like that idea. Alright then, better roll up our sleeves and get to some more food cooking. But my privilege. I need to get more of this meat before it's all... Not so fast, Grand Uncle. I'll be taking that, thanks. Of course, Roselia goes back to the pretzels, junk food and all. And so the review panel came to an end without incident, and all the dishes presented passed through the process. In lieu of the panel wrapping up, the gang held a taste testing event for everyone to enjoy. Who's the winner, though? Looks like nobody's noticed that I mixed powdered caterpillar fungus into the shabu shabu sauce. I kind of expected you to do something like that. Looks like folks can handle that kind of flavor with no problem. That means I can use this dish as a foothold to keep secretly introducing more specialty ingredients into their lives. Then everyone will deepen their understanding of the gourmet world I live in. The future looks bright indeed. Just, take it easy, okay? Wait, but we didn't find out! What the heck? Wait, what? You can't leave it like that! Are you kidding? I feel like I just got blue-balled. Like, who won? I was so into that at the end. You can't just not tell me who ended up, having food. I mean, I guess you could just say in that case, like, okay, all of their, all the food that they made ended up being presented at the wedding, but at least tell us a winner. Aw, man. I feel so disappointed they didn't tell us who won. Well, we're not done with Marquise Ballade yet. Obviously, next time we have one more story with him and Jingo. And then afterwards, we have the Unlimited Blade Crafts one. And then I just want to check real quick before we end off. Just to kind of gauge what's going on over here. Just Olivia. So I believe, yeah, one more Magical Alisa thing, and then we have one more Project Turfing thing right now. So that'll be a video. So basically 3 more videos, maybe 4, before we actually will start on the, well, obviously we're going to walk around Crossbell and talk to everyone who's in town, but we'll soon be starting the finale of the main story of this game. So look forward to that. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.